First time my being involved with a Gospel Goes Classical event. It's just an interesting concept, an opportunity to mix, meld, and mingle two musical genres, that is classical music and gospel music. So it should be interesting since this is my first time to witness it. We've been playing one of the tunes off of the 2 CD set, and that's been well received. But here again, it'll just be interesting to see what the audience reaction is to meld classical music with gospel music. I mean, just like, rap, the rap genre has been melded with the gospel genre, hip hop in a sense. And we've come a long way from the days of traditional gospel music. And of course, the contemporary infusion of gospel music, probably beginning, well, actually in contemporary side, really you can go back to 1969 when Edwin Hawkins Singers came on the scene with Oh Happy Day, which was a little out of sorts for traditionalists back then. They thought that was just a little bit too much. And that was in 1969, May of 1969 when that was released. And then later on in after 1993, probably around 1995, after Kirk Franklin hit the scene, and he came on the scene with Stomp, and that was considered to be sort of radical, but that was another example of fusing another genre, let's say, with gospel music. So it's not that this hasn't been done before, fusing another genre along with gospel music, and we'll see how this Gospel Goes Classical works. Well, first, we're homies, okay? Because we're both from D.C. If I'm not mistaken, she went to the Duke Ellington School of the Arts. Although I didn't know her from back then, but we're both Washingtonians, and she has had great success in her career, and I've had relatively good amount of success in my career as a radio announcer here in D.C. on HUR. But yes, she and I, a few years back, we were both inducted into the D.C. Hall of Fame. So as we like to say, we were both classmates in the D.C. Hall of Fame when we were inducted.
Awesome. Patrick, do you have any final thoughts on Gospel Goes Classical?
Like I said earlier, Gospel Goes Classical. It's another opportunity to fuse gospel music with another musical genre, and I think Gospel Goes Classical is going to be classic.